between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second down, back to Sanders.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll send Brown in motion right.
70 Ranger.
Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
The Eagles at 15-1 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Giants have taken the lead.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Barkley again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Jones keeps it himself, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, right? Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. He's going to look deep for Watkins. They've got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
19 Lions. Trap 50, trap 50. Mustang 19.
Hurts. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
19 Tiger, 19, cut, 19 Tiger, 11, 11.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
79 Broncos.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the ball is knocked out. And now who's got it? The defense does. They recover in the end zone. So this will go as a touchback. And, boy, you talk about going from jubilation to heartbreak, as that's a big turnover. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stepped.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Dragon 60. Reload. Reload.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And some room to work.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Barkley. There's the stiff arm.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So Jones off. Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
Gano's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard from 21 yards away.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Oh, this is blocked. And the Eagles have got it. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Second down. Here's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
18.
Now back to throw.
And once again, this is Sanders. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Sanders.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Second down and goal. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Grant Calcaterra.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
19.
Hurts will throw.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off play action. Jones.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down, here's Barkley again.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
In motion right is Watkins.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hey, check that, street.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go back to the ground with Sanders.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. On first down, Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They'll get this down to the 38. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Jones now throwing on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And they will take a knee here. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it, you got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Giants, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time.